What's up, everybody? Happy Friday night. We are so excited to have you at Music Forward Open Fridays with us. I know you are jamming to the record playing right now. The song is called Camille and it is by J-Mo on the beat. This is a Music Forward Open Mic Fridays veteran. Been on the open mic before. I remember him, a vibe. So definitely check out Camille by J-Mo on the beat. It sounds good, don't it? Yes, it does. Happy Friday, everybody. We are so excited that you chose to spend your Friday night with us. You could be anywhere in the world. Every place is opening back up. People are back outside, and you are joined with us for Music Forward Open Mic Fridays. I promise you did not make the wrong choice. You made the right choice. Please do us a favor right now. Send this link out to somebody. Send it out to 2 people. Send it out to 5 people. Send the link. Let them know that some dope new talent is about to take the virtual stage, and wherever they are, they can tune in. If they're in the car, they could put it on the seat, let it play, and just listen to the amazing vibes wherever they are at. If they're out with their friends, everyone can tune in. Send the link, blast it out, because tonight's going to be epic. Tell them they're going to be a part of history if they tune in to Music Forward Open Mic Fridays. I am your hostess with the mostest. My name is Lydia Caesar, and I am so excited to be with you guys tonight. So, welcome to Open Mic Fridays. You have some phenomenal talent about to join us on Twitch. So please make sure that you are subscribed to Music Forward so that you do not miss more phenomenal events like this. We do it every other week. So right now, take a second. I'm going to wait. 1, Mississippi. I hope you have subscribed in that 1 second beat that I just gave you. And if you didn't, do it right now. Let me tell you a little bit about Music Forward. Music Forward is a national nonprofit that connects young people from our communities directly to the music industry to transform young lives, inspire careers, and champion a more inclusive music industry. You guys, the music industry is a really tough nut to crack. Trust me, I know. I have been singing for over 10 years, and I wish that when I first started out, I had something like Music Forward. Such a phenomenal initiative, okay? This is the artist. This is the industry. Music Forward is that bridge that's so necessary to help artists really be seen. So definitely show love and support to this organization. What is Open Mic Fridays? Open Mic Fridays is a performance showcase, right? Young artists, they get to showcase their talent, gain exposure. They're performing in front of all of you tonight, and they get live feedback directly from industry experts with successful careers. We all know it's very frustrating to hear people who've never done something try to tell you how to do it. It like makes no sense, right? Well, this is not the case. Tonight, these talented artists are going to perform in front of people who have been there and done that, and they're going to get direct feedback from them. And that's what makes Open Mic Fridays so special. Tonight is the second show of another season. So this thing is rolling. I'm so excited to be back this is my second season of hosting this. So I'm very excited about that. And we're going to witness another hour of young passion and talent. From tonight's lineup, we're going to invite back 2 special artists to perform at our finals showcase in November and December. One of them will be the artist with the most fans in the audience. So that is where you come into play tonight. Our Instagram page is at Music Forward. After each artist, there will be a poll. You need to go to that page and show them so much love. Whoever gets the most love from you guys will be one of the artists that comes back to the final showcase. And then also, the industry guests for tonight will pick their favorite, and that is how the second artist will be chosen. And they will also receive Apple gift cards. So do your part, show them support. It's gonna really count tonight. So before we get started, on our amazing performances from this talent that we have, let us meet our industry guests. Industry guests, please turn on your cameras. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you both here. So before we get into it, I want to just dote upon you a little bit and let the audience know who you are. Ladies first, we have Poison Ivory. Poison Ivory, hey girl. Let me tell them a little about you because you are super dope. Poison Ivory is a recording artist, visual artist, and musician from Los Angeles, California. Previously with Sony ATV and also writing for many of your favorite artists. Pen game is on fire. Poison Ivy released her EP, The Filth, in 2015, gaining the attention of the likes of Chris Brown, Rihanna, and Willow Smith, all super dope artists. She has collaborated and released music with countless artists and combines her musicianship, guitar, etc., with visual art. Art Poison. Hey, we are so excited to have you, a star, a whole star on our platform. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sweet. So are you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I got to ask you a question.
Okay.
So your bio says that your original your EP release, the Filth, got you recognition from some super dope artists, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Willow Smith. Tell us a little bit about how that happened and like how did they recognize you? What did they say?
Well, I mean, that's a whole long story. So I'll try to break it down as like shortly as possible. Basically, I just took the first step that any artist could take, and I followed my intuition, and I found a group of people that championed me and believed in me, and I executive produced and found some dope people to shoot a music video for me, and I just put it out there. And I, used my social skills. I went out and I performed everywhere I could, and I, was on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and it took one person to retweet my music video that ended up on getting the attention of a Brazilian pop blog, and then that opened up an opportunity for me to be on this blog. They started posting my stuff, and then I started gaining fans in South America, and it was just all organic. And then from there, it was through like people I had written for, here, check this out. And one day I found out that my music video was on World Star, and that's how Chris Brown found out about it. And it was funny because, people go on World Star to talk a lot of smack.
Right.
I guess I went on there and I saw that there was more love than there was hate. There was one comment where a guy was like, "Oh, I came on here to clown this chick because, she looks crazy because, a very vibrant person."
Yeah.
But this is actually really dope. And Chris Brown ended up retweeting it. There's an artist that I had written for. She showed Willow my music, and Willow is like everything she appears to be. She's a very, very special soul. That whole family is phenomenal.
Very, very.
And she showed me love.
The parents.
Oh yeah, that's what it really boils down to. So and also amazing people. But that being said, that it was just one thing after another. Mm-hmm. But I would say that all of those things happened because of the faith I had in myself, the faith I had in the unknown, and courage.
Yeah.
Just courage to put it out there and create something. What you do with it afterwards is a whole other story.
Yeah.
So, sure. I'm hoping that while I'm here paying it forward with Music Forward, I can at least plant a seed to help young artists as they're building. Yeah, you can build, and once you get it, just make sure that you're taking good care of your mental health as well. Yeah. And at least plant some seeds of wisdom, so I can help guide people in the right direction. Hopefully I can bless somebody today.
Yes, you already have, because what you said, like just by starting and having faith and believing in yourself, and that's all we need to do. Every artist here has already started by being here. So thank you so much for that. We're gonna talk all throughout tonight, so I'm excited to just pick your brain more and get to know you a little bit more. All right, you
Good.
guys. Okay, so let's talk about our next industry guest. Dior Hawkins. I'm going to read a little bit about Dior. He's an artist and marketing manager with the key mission to help keep artists' brands creatively genuine and cohesive while maintaining organic growth. After spending a decade flourishing under the culture-driven Combs Enterprises umbrellas, Jai embraced his passions for artist relations, branded entertainment, and experimental marketing from his label and agency experience. Through his work with artists from Sean Diddy Combs to Mariah Carey, Jai honed in on his passions of keeping the creative vision of the artist alive while maintaining synergies with brands and fan bases. Jai, welcome.
Hi, Lydia. Thank you. Hi, Ivory.
Thank
I love
you.
your hat.
Isn't it fabulous? I love it.
I was looking at it for
Thank
like,
you.
30 minutes and I'm just like,
My summer hat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
So,
appreciate
Jai,
it.
yes, so do I. Good fashion always goes a long way. So we're excited to have you here. I
Thank you.
love
Excited to be here.
I love that your bio says, that one of your passions is keeping the creative vision of the artist alive while
Yeah,
maintaining synergies with brands, right? Because that can be a really tough balance.
for
So
sure.
if you could just maybe touch quickly on like what are some of the ways that you go about doing that?
Yeah, for sure. So I think the first thing is, well, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Appreciate everything, the energy, all of it. The first thing is that whatever you put out, you have to realize that, sometimes the first impression is everything. Sometimes you always don't have that second or third, opportunity to be in front of someone or for someone to scroll by a tweet and, catch something and want to hit that button, want to hit that share. And it's definitely one of those things where, of course, it's just like it can be as simple as that, right? But if you're doing something under, the impression or under the, relevancy of, what a sound is at the moment, or okay, I see, everyone is getting this look, or everyone's doing this, everyone is getting McDonald's campaign. So I need to do what I need to do to get that, right? If that's the focus and you're not true to yourself, or, being honest with what your goal is, because everyone has different goals, what your goal is. If your goal is to stay true to your sound and, output, I need to stay true to this R&B soul, and this is what I want to do, and this is how I want to represent it.
Mhm.
If you miss that moment of, someone does scroll by, your piece, your content, your sound, your visual, but you're worried about hitting some other mark,
Hmm.
that's where you can get a little choked up. The one thing to just realize is that by being your true and honest self, there are opportunities out there for everyone.
Yeah.
So just because you're okay, I feel like I might be a little stagnant in this, or this is too safe, everyone else is playing it's, doing the most. But if that's your thing, own that.
Yes.
And there's plenty of opportunities out there for you, or vice versa. If you need to do 20 million things to capture that, if that's what you're after and that's what you're seeking and that's what's true to you as an artist, then own that as well. So I think it's
Amen.
really about that piece, because I've seen people, try to volley back and forth. And when it gets super inconsistent, that's why just cohesiveness and all of those things is just like, wait, which way are you going? And then
Mm.
that kind of prevents people from wanting to take that ride with you, because it looks like you're not confident in what you're, you know,
But you want
promoting yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. There was so many gems in there, and that's just a testimony. Artists, be you. People can tell a phony, especially companies and people who want to endorse you. They can read if you're not being real. Be real, and there are opportunities that are for you within that real space will come
For
when they're
sure.
supposed to come.
Yeah,
Love that.
I got to chime in real quick and say, man, I couldn't agree more because I've learned that lesson from personal experience.
Yeah.
There was a time when I got kind of indecisive in who I was and what direction I was going to go. And I let outside people, and I was just very impressionable and, completely dropped the ball when it came to opportunities that I didn't notice at the time. But now you look back and I'm like, damn. So that is very factual. Whatever it is that you're going for, stay true to it. Don't be swayed. It's very easy to be swayed, especially with social media.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Just be you, and the doors will open that are supposed to open.
Stay on that path.
Yes. This has been such
Most
a great
definitely.
introduction. I'm super excited for you guys to hear the talent tonight and chime in. So you guys can now turn off your cameras because we're going to get the show started. All right, we are about to start the show. I just want to remind you that we are live on Twitch and that we would love for you to join us, join the conversation, talk to the artists, let them know that they're doing a great job. Keep the comments really positive in the chat. A good word can go a long way, and they really would love to hear from you. So this is about us and community. So get in that chat and make it pop. All right, coming to the virtual stage, we have our first performer. Wherever you are in the world, make some noise for Mohit. Mohit, come on in. Mohit is an up-and-coming genre-fluid artist from New Delhi, India, but he is based out of Chicago, Illinois. His style of songwriting comes from being a multi-instrumentalist and an audio engineer who incorporates an organic sound into his stripped-down production style. He's been mentioned on Rolling Stone's India, playlisted across all major platforms, and has also performed alongside other up-and-coming artists at Lollapalooza. Mohit, welcome. We have a star in the house.
Thank you. Appreciate it all.
Yes, such an impressive bio. Tell the audience a little bit about what we can expect from your performance tonight.
Sure. So the song I'll be playing is called For a Rainy Day. I wrote it on a rainy day, and it's for a rainy day, like the name suggests.
Nice.
And it's just kind of talking about how at the start of quarantine, I was kind of just frustrated, and I think everybody was frustrated, and it started making me act out in different ways that I don't usually. So it was more of like a song where I was like calling myself out, but also like kind of keeping myself in check. So it's one of those songs that I think everyone can kind of vibe with, and just listen to on a rainy day, feel sad, because it's okay to feel sad.
It sure is. I love some good mood music. All right, well, let me get out the way. Without further ado, Mohit.
Thank you. Shout out to all of my Indian homies, by the way. Was the sunrise till I realized that I didn't get to sleep again this night. But it's all fine, cause I don't mind. I just like to hurt myself, and yeah, that's right. No embarrassment, little patience. I just feel better when I cry. Better when this is for a rainy freaking day. I just hope the clouds will stay away. I don't really wanna say away, but my mind keep bugging, it's a shame. This is for a rainy freaking day. But it's a shame. I don't really wanna say away, but my mind keep bugging it, and I'm changing, and I don't really like it. My mama told me that I'm shouting at her every second, and I'm getting out of pocket. I don't know how to save it. Always told me that I'm changing every topic, and I don't know why, but I'm thinking about the bright side, thinking in my right mind, thinking in the limelight. Don't know how to drink, but I got a bottle on my side, night, smoking on a blunt. I needed me some more time, needed me some more time, needed me some more time, needed me some more time. Yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da. This is for a rainy freaking day. I just hope the clouds stay away. I don't really wanna stay awake, but my mind keep bugging, it's a shame. This is for a rainy freaking day. My mind bugging, it's a shame. I don't really wanna stay awake, but my mind keep bugging it, yeah. लगता है बारिश हो रही है, ना जीने का है मन बिन तेरे, आजकल आंधी बढ़ गई है, ना लगता मुझसे प्यार करता मैं, लगता है बारिश हो गई है, ना जीने का है मन बिन तेरे, आजकल आंधी हो गई है, ना लगता मुझसे प्यार करता मैं. Thank you.
Mohit, yes. Oh, I love how you incorporated your language. What language was that?
So that was in Hindi.
Hindi. Okay. Wow. I love it. And I just love the whole mood of the song itself. It's definitely some really good mood music.
Thank you
So
so much.
you're welcome. Let's get the industry guests in here to see what they have to say. Industry guests, you may now turn your cameras on. Welcome. Let's start ladies first. So Poison, let him know what you thought about his performance.
Of course, you know, when we perform, we always got to practice like 1,000 times and get over the jitters. But I have to say that I think you're phenomenally talented and I
Thank
love
you.
your songwriting. And I listen to all different types of genres of music. And that style of music is just people are absorbing that. And the fact that you're representing India is also super powerful and
Yeah.
really
Thank you.
dope. And there are artists right now, like my friend Raja Kumari. She's freaking awesome. I wrote with her, you know, countless times, and she's, you know, really bridging a gap. And we need more artists like that. So I would say bravo. Keep
Thank you.
practicing. Keep honing in. I would say even this, and you know, I'm not the knower of all, but I can give you my honest opinion as an
Appreciate
outsider
that.
looking in. Yeah. I would say even mess around with like when it comes to your live musical direction, mess
Mhm.
around with vocal effects.
Mm.
I
I
think that
agree.
would
Yeah.
really, really benefit you with your style of songwriting and just really make it feel ambient. And because the style of music that you're writing is very like bedroom vibe. And, you know, people just want to, they want to feel like they're being engulfed in it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or
Love
I do anyways, when I listen to music, like which I have tons of playlists and I have like a playlist for everything. There's a playlist for, you know, I just want to chill. I don't want to think about everything so hard. You know, there's the
right.
playlist for I want to sing my ass off. There's the playlist is I just need something vibey that makes me feel good. And you bring that. You bring a very feel good
Thank you.
type of energy. So I'm digging it.
Hey,
Awesome.
I'm a huge fan of Raja Kumari, so I appreciate all
Love
that.
it.
She's awesome, man.
I
She's
love it.
great.
Such great feedback, Poison. Thank you. Okay, so Jai, what did you think? Can you give him some feedback?
Yeah, for sure. So I already had a few things, but I want to piggyback off of something that Ivory said, of just like capturing the mood. So I just wanted to take it like to a creative space of like,
Mhm.
you know, when you create a song or, you know, even whether you're writing or whether you just came up with a melody or, you know, what have you, whenever that moment was, if it was like in the middle of COVID and you know, you were like wearing the same hoodie every day for a week or, in the same room, in the same corner, like doing some whatever weird habits. Like also think about that sometimes, like with your creative like outlet or like if that's a
Mhm.
visual or, if you're like, okay, like this isn't what I would normally do, but like flip it and play
Mhm.
that because the same way that someone can connect and just in that, just of hearing this song specifically, for me, it definitely sounded like it came to you very naturally. It wasn't forced, and it did make me feel good and like calm and mellow. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you were in a certain space or just vibe when you did that, like also sometimes think about like converting that creatively and really displaying that at the same token to really hit home and kind of touch people further. Just a thought, you know what I mean? But
Got
just
it.
something I want to throw out there first. Secondly, again, just like that song, I really just it just the I felt like it just came to you because just hearing it, I was just like, oh, it just felt supernatural.
Right.
And I think that's definitely something that hit home, that'll grab people's attention and just hits home in a different way where it's just, it's super organic, but there's like, melodies in there, but it came natural to you, you know what I mean? And I think that's a great thing. The latter, the ending, adding in the Hindi there, like that was again just another piece. I was like, clearly this
Thank you so much.
it hits in a different way, and I think that's like super super cool. Also, I did a little stalking, and I looked at your page because I just wanted to kind of give a little bit more than just the creative and the sound. I do like what you're doing with like socially. I feel like you do have certain things that are kind of like super cool, a little different, and things that connect directly to, whether it's just a song, a record, or how you want to release things. Let's play around with like get text conversations going. Hey, I'm gonna send you a track. Like just super
Yeah.
cool things that can keep people engaged. Like those things are super cool, and it's one of those things that can really trickle over and catch people's attention and different people's attention in different ways. So I definitely want to say keep going. I really like your tone. And I definitely also, again, want to figure out off Ivory of like playing around with what the like that live is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I know, obviously we're in this virtual space, but like I would, it would be super dope to see like what you would do on a stage, what you would do on a lot of Palooza stage, if you could take over and have your set. So definitely want to say just keep going. And lastly, I'm wondering, but maybe you can offline on this.
Sure.
I know you have stuff like on certain platforms, but
Mm-hmm.
just wondering of like how you can taking advantage of using some of those platforms. I'm not going to call out any platforms right now because we're in this space, but definitely I'll ask you a few of those questions later on.
Sure. That sounds great. And sorry, just to say one thing real quick. I really connected with what you said about the artist image thing, where you think authenticity is the best way to go forward, and
Yes.
that's literally, I've thought about the artist image thing because I've seen friends around me who, pick artist images and stuff like that, and that's really cool because it's great to have like a other persona. But for me, it's just so hard that my people ask me what my artist image is, and it's literally just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
That's great.
input on that actually?
sure.
What if,
Well, really quickly, because we have a
oh,
bunch of artists. So go ahead. Go ahead, though, but keep it really short.
Sorry, guys.
I was just gonna say this really quick is you don't necessarily have to like be this like super vibrant, funky person. If you just find like what's an example? Alan Stone. I don't
Mhm.
know if you know who Alan Stone is, but
I do.
he's an acoustic uh blue-eyed soul artist, and he literally is himself. He'll just wear a simple t-shirt and a hoodie, and then you know him for his hair.
Mhm.
So if you just find something that is just a staple, whatever that is, it can be very simple. Less is more.
And people will
That's all
relate
you
to
need.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I agree with everything that our guest said, and I'm so thankful that they're here to give you this feedback. If you're in the audience and you came out to see Mohit, make sure that you go to our page, show him love in the poll if you want Mohit to be the artist that comes back to our final shows.
Let me
Thank you
know,
so
guys.
much, Mohit, for your talent and your time. We appreciate it. You may now turn off your camera.
Thank you so much.
All right, industry guests, you guys have been dropping so many gems. I'm gonna pick your brains a little bit. This round, I'm gonna ask you, Jai. I'm gonna ask you, Ivory, next. So, Jai, my question for you is: what can an artist do to keep the artist manager relationship healthy? I know that's like, I guess if you could just give like 1 or 2 tips, real quick.
Okay, so the first thing I'll definitely say is be transparent. And when I say be transparent, it's not about a facade or anything like that, but just be clear with what it is. If you're hey, I have this talent and I'm looking for longevity. I'm looking for this. I have this talent. I creatively, I don't know how to elevate this or get this to the next step. There's a difference there of saying I know what I want and delivering something and saying this is what this is. I'm super solid with this, and having that connection, circulating like, okay, this is my team or this is my person that's supposed to give me this guidance and give me the proper direction and the ways to get to where I'm trying to go. But if you're not super clear, and even if you don't know of where you're trying to go, at least to having that conversation and being that transparent opens up the options to say, okay, well, here are some things that I can see, in some ways I can see you going, and this is how you can, whether it's elevating, whether it is longevity, whether it's, hey, I feel like I creatively can only do like 3 albums, or I have this super, like, I want to tell this story and the story is going to be 3 albums, and then I want to become a writer, behind the scenes or whatever it is. But I think being that transparent so that, your team and the people around you, starting with, management can, guide you in that right direction. Because if you're not clear, or even if even if something changes in your mind or creatively or just in your life that kind of steers you away from that, but there's no understanding there, two people are kind of like going in different directions at the same time, and it's not going to build the proper momentum that anyone is looking for.
Love it.
So
Very communication key in every relationship, artist to manager as well. Okay, thank you guys so much. You may now turn off your cameras. We will see you back soon. All right, guys, we are moving right along. Coming to the stage next is Tay Tabi Joe. Come on in, Tay. Tay Tabi Joe, born in New York City, raised in Willingboro, New Jersey, influenced by gospel, R&B, reggae, soca, and Afrobeats. Thanks to her diverse family and upbringing, she brings her own style to any song. Tay, welcome. You look fabulous tonight.
Thank you.
So tell us about the song that you're going to sing.
So this song is an original that I wrote about 2 years ago. I would say that it basically talks about this phase that I went through, and I pretty much put that moment into words. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, we cannot wait to hear. Without further ado, Tay Tabi Joe.
I'm sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. There we go. Whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah. Why is it so hard to look in the mirror? And why is it so hard to say how you're feeling? Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Be real with yourself. And why is it so hard to look in the mirror? And why is it so hard to say how you're feeling? Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Be real with yourself. All you wanna do is cover those flaws, just show them off, unleash the claws, let them baby his fall. beauty from within, not playing with y'all. Girl, let him show you off. Did it take you this long for no reason? It's the in season, so keep reaching. You're the flower that blooms in a dark room. Smile so infectious, curvaceous and electric. Fear can't affect this. Focus on your best gifts. Check bless on the checklist. A queen you not want to mess with. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, yeah. And why is it so hard to look in the mirror? And why is it so hard to say how you feeling? Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Be real with yourself. And why is it so hard to look in the mirror? Why is it so hard to say how you're feeling? Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Girl, just be real. Be real with yourself, yeah. Be real with yourself. Oh, oh, oh. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Oh, be real with yourself. Oh, yeah. Curvaceous and electric. Be real with yourself. Thank you.
Tay, love, love, love the honesty of that record and your beautiful voice. Let us get our industry guests in here to hear what they have to say. Jai, we will start with you first. Give Tay some feedback.
Ooh, okay, first off, I want to say the ambiance, the lighting. I love the mood. I love the moment.
Thank you.
I really, really, really love your voice, and I can hear just from what you've given us here. I can hear other things, and I can hear that it can go further. So I respect you for saying, okay, I'm here. I'm going to give this, but I can hear.
Yeah.
I can hear more than you given. So that's a talent in itself to know when center it to get out what you need to get out of the moment. I respect a lot in here with your writing and just the vulnerability. I feel it there. So if just want to jump in, but did you write this?
Yes, I did. Every word.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely got that. So open it up like that. And I think that synergy of when it's coming from you and just like that way you put things together in delivery, I definitely felt that. So I definitely just wanted to call that out. And I want to say just like really just keep going, because I don't have any. I just want to encourage. Honestly, I hear the voice, I hear the tone, and I hear there's so much more that can be done. But I think that piece of you being honest and getting out what you need to get out when you need to. Yes. Is definitely, the best step in the right direction. So yeah.
Wow, thank you so much.
Love it.
No, for sure.
Ivory, any words?
Yes, indeed. Tay, okay, here we go. You said you're a flower that bloomed in a dark room. You're a poet, miss. And I was like, whoo, those lyrics are so beautiful and raw. And like with everything that you're wearing, first when I like first saw you on the screen, I was like, okay, India Arie. That's what I love. India Arie.
Love it.
Stand her.
Love her.
So I feel like you have yet to tap into your superpower vocally. Your tone is there. You can definitely sing, but I think you need to keep singing out, keep performing,
Mhm.
and just keep cracking because it's going to chip away at you,
Yeah.
the diamond. And then it's going to open up that throat chakra. You just got to keep performing because it's there and I
Yeah.
hear it. And I can tell that there's something that's holding you back a little bit. The lyricism is so raw and you just got to like unleash the dragon. You like it's your voice, your tone, it's all there. It's all there. So I loved your lyrics so much. I even started singing along with you, to be honest. Like I was really digging the chorus too. I was like, man, I resonate with this.
Nice.
This could really
Love
heal a lot of people and help a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
I appreciate
keep
that so
going,
much.
lady.
Oh, that was great. Thank you so much, Ivory. Tay, congratulations on a great performance. If you were in the audience and you came to see Tay, run to our Instagram page, show her so much love in the poll if you want to see her come back. Tay, you may now turn off your camera. Industry guests, you may turn your cameras off also. We're going to keep moving and I'll have a question after the next performer. All right, we are moving this thing right along. Welcome to our next virtual performer that goes by the name of Siri. Siri, come on in. A little bit about Siri. Siri is a new artist who has been making music over the past year. He writes songs about mental health issues packaged as love songs. I love it. This covers addiction to substances, behaviors, and relationships, toxicity, abuse in relationships between lovers, family, and friends, depression, self-hatred, and fear. He writes, sings, plays guitar, produces, and engineers all of his songs. Siri, welcome. I just love what you're doing. Tell the audience a little bit about what you're going to be singing for us tonight.
Okay, so this song's basically about just staying in an abusive or toxic relationship longer than you should because it's easier than leaving, or because, you get addicted to the attention and validation you get from that other person, even though they don't treat you right. So, yeah.
Wow. So deep. I know a lot of people can relate and are going to be able to relate to this. Take it away without further ado. Siri.
Baby, I'm unwinding, separated truth from lies. Lately, I can't find the time. Violent loving, silence on my pain tolerance, yeah. I can't hold it in, hold it in. She's not the one for me. All your love is all I need. This can't be good for me. I'll say things that I don't mean. She's not the one for me, yeah. All your love is all I need.
Siri. Oh my God. So raw, so honest. Thank you for that performance. Let's get our industry guests in here to give you some feedback. Ivory, we'll start with you this time. Give some feedback to Siri.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Nice. I think you have a really cool voice. And when I was listening to you perform, I immediately thought to myself, I was like thinking of this guy named John Feldman. He's from Goldfinger. And he works with all of the like alternative rock and just that whole vibe. And I just feel like you should follow him on Instagram, and you should keep working on your music and eventually reach out to that guy. I don't know. I feel like that is right in your lane. I can totally see you creating a career for yourself. And I think that you just have to keep going, keep writing.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you why the room was so dark.
I think the song may have explained it potentially, but yeah, that's kind of just how I operate. I'm typically working on music at night, so I think that kind of fits the vibe. So
Okay, so you're comfortable in the dark. Okay.
very much so.
It's
Yeah.
like the emo vibe. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
I really like your voice, and I really like your style of writing. I would just say keep going. I took a look at everybody's like Instagrams and stuff like that, and I tried to uh, memorize what everybody's vibe is. I can't remember at this point, so I don't have any input as far as like your social media is concerned, because I would have to go back and look at it. But I do really like your voice. I think that your tone, there's something in it that that kind of translates to me, and I think that there's like a lot of people that would resonate with that style. Like I love that style of music. And what would you call that? Like what genre would you call that?
That's a great question. I mean, I do definitely most of what I'm doing is like very emo inspired and like, like Green Day and all that kind of stuff, like that 90s, early 2000s alt rock stuff for sure has a big influence on me. Yeah, I mean, I guess like if we're gonna call it emo, like that's typically what I go to is like the easiest explanation for what I'm doing. But
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
thank you.
Are you at this point in your songwriting journey? Are you working with any producers? Or are you just like playing on acoustically?
So I'm doing right now. I've been spending all my time just working on my own stuff, like getting my chops up with production and everything, because I've been doing this not for very long, just like the past year. I've really been taking it seriously. I do work with like one of my best friends was like one of Lil Peep's main producers and stuff, so we do some stuff together.
Very cool.
And then, yeah, my other best friend he just does crazy stuff, and we do stuff that's like totally different, like more like R&B kind of stuff. It's like kind of like emo R&B though. So yeah.
I'm here for it. I think it's dope. I think you just got to keep doing what you do and keep writing and just record and put together something, because who knows, based off of that acoustic song, what style it could be. It could be a fusion, but at the end of the day, your style of songwriting and your voice, there's something there, and I really like it. I think there's definitely a space for you, man.
Awesome. So Jai, some feedback.
Yeah, for sure. So a few things. One is interesting that you mentioned like just like the R&B emo, I guess collab you have like going on with your friend. Because when Ivory asked about the genre, I'm like, okay, yeah, what is the emo? But I definitely hear like those hints of R&B in there. And full disclaimer, I guess I'll let the cat out the bag. I am obsessed with R&B. So when I can get any little tinge or like feeling from anywhere else, I really it catches me, and then it opens me up to like listen to it even more. And then that's kind of how I really spill over into listening to artists outside of R&B, like in a supernatural and like interesting way, and really dive in that way. So definitely hear that. And also too, like, you know, even in terms of explanation, it's also okay to not have like that solid name and label for it, you know, because, you know, creativity, you know, artistry, you know, writing, all of that is limitless. And I definitely want to say that. Two other things. One is in regards to your writing, like, I mean, you know, just the vulnerability and all of that is that just keep doing it, keep going. And even just with your voice, like, just keep going, keep trying different things. And I can see you have a sound, but I can also see you like finding so many other like pieces that can be like signature for you. So don't be afraid of that. And also too, just in terms of like claiming and owning like the writing, I honestly want to say this to everyone, like, please, like, don't be afraid to be that person to say, you know, that you do write your material, you know, every single chance that you get, because it's a huge connecting piece. And a lot of people, unfortunately, you know, overlook it in some moments, and especially when you're, you know, getting it out yourself. Like, that's super huge. So just don't underestimate that piece for yourself, for sure. And lastly, I know I've already mentioned the social piece. And correct me if I'm wrong, I tried to dig, and maybe it's just Instagram. I see you didn't have social, but if you do, I guess just, you know, let us know. But if you don't, is there a reason why?
Yeah, okay, so I actually just started an artist page like a week ago.
Okay.
I haven't been doing that because I'm just like, well, mostly because I just don't like Instagram. But yeah, so I mean, I just like got that started, and it's like at the end of the day, the main reason why is because I mean, kind of like the mysterious like avenue of marketing stuff, I think, is the route I'm trying to take. But also, I know plenty of people that like do have followings and stuff, and like could help me get that started. So I just have been kind of like putting it off because I just really don't like social media. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this when I have to do this, and now I'm like, okay, now I kind of have to do this. So
I don't blame you.
yeah. I don't think
Well,
there's many
listen,
people who love it. So yeah.
yeah, well, you know, believe it or not, you know, that's a piece of being transparent, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's methods, there's ways, there are people that can help, or even yourself, just like think about things that you can do, like flip the script. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use it, but you can completely go against the grain of how you're using it and stay true to, you know, where you're trying to go, where you're trying to be. If you're trying to be discreet, keep it dark, keep things, you know, minimal on that front, and keep it about, you know, the content, you know. So, you know, just definitely like think about that, because there's definitely ways.
For sure. Cool. And yeah, thank you guys. This was my first, outside of like the rehearsal for this yesterday, this is my first time performing
First
in
performance.
front of a group of people. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
and you killed it. You
Wow.
super killed
Thank
it.
you.
If you
Thank
came
you.
to see Siri, show him so much love. This was his first night performing, and he did a great job. Go to our Instagram page, blow him up in our poll. Thank you so much, Siri.
Thank
You may
you.
now turn off your camera. Industry guests, you may turn off your camera as well, because we have to move on to our next performer. Coming to the virtual stage, we have Trey Ball. Everybody make some noise for Trey. Trey Ball is a hip hop pop fusion of fun, good music. He relates to a global crowd. Everyone is invited to a Trey Ball show. Trey, come on in. Where you at, Trey? Welcome. We are so excited to have you. Tell the audience what song you're going to be performing for us tonight.
Yeah, so the song is
You could
called...
turn your mic up a little bit. We can't hear you.
Hello?
Yes, there we go.
Is that better?
That's good. Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. The song is called Internet Love, and you know, by the background, I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of relates to the song.
Okay.
So, you know.
And make sure you keep your hand down and keep the mic up. Don't hold the mic like that. Put your hand lower. Lower. Your hand shouldn't. Yes. Don't cover the mic itself.
Oh, I got it. I didn't know it was affecting the sound. My bad.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, Trey Ball, take it away.
Thank you. All right. Yep, it's for you. Turbo. Shout out everybody. Yep. Rest of 15. I remember when I met you on Tinder. Swipe right, so I guess I'm a winner. Broke boy, so I ate you up for dinner. Fine guy, but you rather play with spinners. No school, but I can still make a bed rock. So I was fucking, but I can still make his speakers knock. I'm a star, baby, always on hard rock. Put it in your mouth, pipe, make a jaw lock. Cause you're my internet love, you're my internet love. I'm your internet love, I'm being love. Internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love. Star, let me put you on camera. And then cut to you, gotta put your pants up. Can you dance on a beat like a dancer? Probably out of kid in Atlanta. Light skin in the HBCU. Take your clothes off, baby, let me see you. Little booty, but your attitude see through. Turn around, baby, here, let me see you. So bad, like I gotta show my gratitude. So bad, I can't even say mad at you. Looking at your girl, I think it's the world view. I ain't got a pay-per-view, cause I got you. Girl, let's take a walk on my block. We don't need size, girl, you know my block hot. On my hand, while we crossing past the crosswalk. Always open to you, never on deadlock. Girl, I never thought I'd fall in love, but when I'm with you, I don't need no drugs. We can burn a little tree, but I just need the buzz. High off you, you're my internet love, baby. You're my internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love. I don't wanna be in love. Internet love, you're my internet love. Internet love, you're my internet love. And when I met you on Tinder, swipe right, so I guess I'm a winner. Broke boy, so I ate you up for dinner. Fun guy, but you rather play spinners. New school, but I can still make a bed rock. So I was spoken about this knock. Everybody show some love in the comments, Yep. Cause look, sitting in the coop trying to plot to make a move. On my phone, I know moves. Internet moving slow, but I found you. All the girls in the world and I crown you. Making music, so just make the wall soundproof. If you mind, you don't worry about the other dudes. I just walk around the city to the sun drop. On a diet, but I look you like a blow pop. You're beautiful, and I know it. You're beautiful, you know it. Come with me, girl, let's show it. Come with me, girl, let me show it. Yep. Turbo. Yep. Hope y'all having fun tonight, Great Friday, cause you the one that I wanna be with. You the one who I wanna cheese with, get seized with, yeah. You the one I wanna post on Snapchat, on my Instagram. Tell the world to back. You're my internet love, you're my internet love. I don't internet love, I don't wanna be in love. Internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love. Internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love. I don't wanna be in love, but you're my internet love. Internet love, you're my internet love, you're my internet love. Internet love. Yep. Trouble. Yep. Thank you.
Internet love. Okay, with the energy.
Thank you.
Industry guests, come on in. Let Trey Ball know what you thought about his performance. Jai, let's start with you this time around.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Trey Ball. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, listen, with this background, I feel like you have a Tinder sponsorship on the way. So, I mean,
that's what we said yesterday.
I DM'd them. They didn't reply yet. So
listen. Well, let me. I might have to email somebody over the weekend. But
I really appreciate that.
first, I want to say I dove into your some of your stuff, and I want to ask you, who chooses your tracks? Do you choose all of your tracks?
Do I choose all of my tracks? As in, I choose all of my tracks. I choose my beats. I write all my songs. So it's all me. That's Trey Boy.
I want to let you know that you have a great ear. I'm not gonna call it my favorite track that I've heard, Water, but there's like I kept hearing something and everything, like just even with the tracks, whether it's just like the intro or there's just like certain pieces where they have this element to them where they're super catchy. And like even with this, I've just noticed, like, with your hooks and how you build some of the things, like where you're trying to go with it. The biggest thing I would say to you, or just like a positive, like steps forward, is to, you have these catchy pieces as you think about, or when you're building or developing your songs. I don't 100% know your process, and it could be completely different, but you may have, steps to like your madness, right? If you do think about, like, okay, as you're building, or sometimes when you're done, or when you're halfway through, whatever that looks like, think about when you're reciting songs, or when how quickly you can pick up other songs, and what contributes to that. So sometimes think about how that goes through your head. Like, you're like, oh, like these songs I pick up super quick, but why is that? Ask yourself that. And then sometimes that can also help you in how you illustrate and get your story out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I would definitely say that. And also too, just as I'm not sure how often you perform, but don't be afraid to, like, take steps. Like, I know you, like, you took a step back and you started to talk,
definitely.
but it's okay to take a step back and let the track do do half of the hook or something like that. Like, to definitely preserve yourself. You know what I'm saying? For your delivery, to like keep yourself consistent.
Definitely.
Don't be afraid. Definitely go for it. So yeah, but super catchy, super catchy. I love water. But yeah, just keep going, and like and definitely challenge yourself to think about that as you're building and building the songs, writing the songs. With selecting those tracks, you have it there. So I have nothing to say. I just had to call that out because I kept hearing these pieces. So you have a great ear there. So definitely just keep going and challenging yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you,
so
Jai. All right, Ivory, what do you think?
Dude, when I was listening to you, you kind of like brought out like my inner child.
That's
You
good.
make me feel it's fun.
Thank
like
you so
I like
much.
how
Yeah,
fun
of
it is. I
course,
like
that's
how
really
lighthearted it is. It made me feel good. I wanted to like start dancing a little bit, like in my internet love, in my internet love. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's
That's dope.
definitely catchy. You know what to do when it comes to catchiness. Don't be afraid to. I would say my input is don't be afraid to, even when you get like the catchy hooks and you're like, you're my internet love, you're my internet love, and da 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 da. Don't be afraid to switch it up a little bit too.
Yeah,
Bring it
for
back in
sure.
again.
Yeah, I'm still
Bring it
working on
back
the
around.
performance thing.
Yeah, well, that just takes like practicing in your room. I practice to my mirror.
Yeah, that's
helps
how
a
I
lot.
prepare for this, and this is my first
Yeah,
performance,
and
especially
and
virtual.
your
So
friends too. Get in front of your friends.
yeah,
Awesome. Such good, all great advice. I hope you are taking notes, Trey. And if you did a great job tonight. If you came to see Trey, make sure that you show him love on our Instagram. Head there, show him love in the poll if you want to see him come back in November and December. All right. You may now turn off your camera, Trey, and industry guests as well. We have one more artist, and then we'll do a follow-up question at the very end. All right, you guys, we're wrapping this thing up. Coming to the virtual stage, we have the phenomenal Ruby Jean Smith. Come on in, Ruby Jean. She's born and bred in London town. Ruby has been performing since the age of 5. Following 14 years of musical theater training, she graduated at 18 from Arts Educational Theatre School, London, under the watchful eye of their president, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. Just kind of, a really small, huge deal. Currently, she is working towards producing her first album, The Web, which she wrote during the COVID lockdown. She gigs all over London, spreading the word. Ruby, welcome.
Hi.
We are so happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about the song you're doing.
So the song I wrote is for a friend that passed away last year. And it's all about how I met him and just some funny experiences that happened after.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing really with this song is that I just want his message to live on. He was all about big love and was just such a big ball of light, and I just want that to carry on. So that's what this song's about for him.
Can you just do me a favor and introduce it in your best American accent?
Oh my God. So this song, like, where do you want me to be from? Like, it can be from the South, like, no, that's Australia.
Okay. You guys just had to hear how easy she can turn that on and off. All right, guys.
No, it's a joke. That's a joke.
Make some noise for Ruby Jean Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Summer and this feeling, though it may not seem appealing, but I can't hold on to hope that's surely gone. And I'm dwelling on things that I can't change, dwelling on things I wish stayed the same, like you. Wearing an Audi top and Halloween's high spot and flat 19 now means so much to me. Right in the thick of it all, the only name that I recall, wearing your sense of humor, a clue I'd see you in my future, but who knew hello could feel like home? So this goodbye has left me low. Gonna be a waster. You showed me what I'm made of, 'cause you're never gone. Now I know where I fall, 'cause you're dancing in my heart, and this don't mean that we parted. Not sure what to call this. Lately I've been thoughtless. Those magical nights took the train to me, and I gave you a Friday, and I couldn't let your laugh go. So I put you in my pocket like my lucky stone, and I know we didn't get another day, but my dad said things go this way, and he knew he had his curtain call. And at a young age, his final show, and I'm not gonna be a waster. You showed me what I'm made of, 'cause you're never gone. Now I know you're not far, 'cause you're dancing in my heart, and this don't mean that we parted. I'm not sure what to call this. Lately I've been thoughtless. Heaven couldn't wait for him, and only he could charm his way in too early, and he's left us hurting, but only the good die young. The secret he knew, and that's why he fought. I ain't gonna be a waster. You showed me what I'm made of, 'cause you're never gone. Now I know you're not far, 'cause we're dancing in my heart, and this don't mean that we parted. I'm not sure what to call this. Till you left me falling.
My God, Ruby Jean! You eat, girl. You
Sorry, I had a bit of a malfunction.
It's okay. You were incredible.
I just hit. Oh, sorry.
Yes, come on in and give some feedback to Miss Ruby Jean.
I want to see yous.
Ivory, let's start with you.
Man, I gotta say, you were giving me so much realness. Your tone, your songwriting. I even felt there were moments when you were giving me a little like Leanna LaHavis, like a little bit.
I love her. That's a compliment.
Yeah, definitely. And,
oh my
and
God.
lyricism and the structure. And I also saw that you do finger picking, which I love. So my only feedback is, whatever you decide, whatever direction you decide to go, the world is your smorgasbord, lady. You have a fantastic tone, a great voice, and you're definitely seasoned. So I think that you just have to keep going. That's my only input. And that's I did get a chance to check out your Instagram, and I was like, I quickly went on it like while you were performing, and I was like, let me hurry up and try to see if I can give some input. I don't like when it comes to social media, it's such a hard thing sometimes because you can have a team step in and they can really help out in that area.
Yeah.
I think that if you just continue to post things of you performing and giving raw performances like that, people are going to naturally gravitate towards you because it's authentic. You have a great fucking voice. And it's just, I don't know. I see great things for you, my dear. That's it. That's my only input.
Thank you.
I agree. Jai, some feedback for Ruby Jean Smith.
All right. I was froze for a while, and it wasn't my internet connection. I just was sitting. I don't like to compare people, but you gave me Emily King with like some extra like Kool-Aid in there that I just can't like I can't define. I love Emily King, by the way, in case you haven't gathered. And if you don't know who she is,
I co-signed that movement. I love
just check it out.
She'll be the next thing in my search list. My search history.
Emily King,
check her out.
Life.
Yeah, but just beyond that, your delivery, your like I hear everything. I hear the confidence in what you're saying. I hear the feelings in what you're saying. I believe you, and I don't have any try this or think about this. I really believe you. I want to say just like truly keep doing what you're doing. Your voice alone speaks. So to have, those other elements of like, hearing the right melodies and, like forget them being catchy, but they like resonate and they grab the ear. If it did not grab my ear, it like there's so many things there that are you're on the path. I don't want to say I'm speechless, but I can't give you more than that. So if you have a question, please let me know. Beyond that, I was on your social and I saw, that you have a lot of personality. A lot of people that like when they're, I don't want to say that are super like artistic and, have a voice, but also have, have the right ear, are able to write, sometimes, creatively or just, whether it's like fashion or anything like that, sometimes I usually find they're a little bit more, maybe narrow sometimes or like super wild, but like you're colorful and creative and I think like all in the right ways and it like everything looks good and cool. I didn't notice like too much music on your page, but also I think that can kind of be a cool thing because also, you may be like saying, okay, I'm cleaning it up. This is what I'm going to give. This is how I'm going to deliver. But also like you can tell different stories on different social media platforms because there's so much out there now. You can, just give like a little bit of like your life on Instagram and then on TikTok, it can just be, flooding and killing with, the music or, short inclusive performance. There's so many ways to do things.
Yeah.
So, just definitely like keep your options open and don't be afraid to like approach things in a different way when it comes to some of those matters and how you're, letting people in on you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Guys, such good. That's great advice. I love what you said about the different personalities, different places. Ruby Jean Smith, you have a fan in me. I'm sure you have a bunch of fans watching tonight. If you are here to see Ruby Jean Smith, make sure you go onto our Music Forward page at Music Forward. Show her love in our poll so that she can be one of the artists that comes back. Ruby, thank you. We are so excited that you performed for us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, you may now turn off your camera.
See you later, guys. Bye.
All right, industry guests, before you guys leave us, I want you guys to do something for me. I want you each to give one word of advice. If you could give one word of advice, not like a single word, but just one tip to our up and coming artists on the show and in general, what would that be? Ivory, you go first.
That word of advice is, I'll just give one word, courage. Just have the courage, regardless of what's going on around you. Just have the courage. And if you need to take a step back and kind of figure out what your plan is, that's okay too. You don't need to be constantly putting out things. Sometimes it's better to take a step back, take a break, and really figure out what direction you're going to go in, and how you want to present yourself and what the message is that you want to give into the world. So
Yeah,
I think that's
love it.
too.
Love that. Great advice. Jai, what is your tip?
So usually, my thing is consistency. But today I kind of want to like switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to say attempt.
Okay.
And when I say attempt, it's not to say that every single thing that comes in front of you, you have to tackle and you have to do. You don't have to do every single thing or piece, but also just keep in mind if you never take that step, then there are possibilities that may never occur.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it still comes back to, staying true to yourself or staying true of where you're trying to go, of, speaking up when you need to, or, putting out into the world what what you need and what you want versus, attempting everything or attempting nothing sometimes holding things close to the chest, may, prevent or halt, an opportunity that, you didn't see coming, but, was meant for you. So, I'm just going to say, yeah, attempt.
Love it. Both phenomenal
that.
words of advice. Thank you so much for being with us tonight and for dropping all the, gems just sprinkled all throughout the evening. We appreciate you. Welcome to the Music Forward family. You may now turn off your cameras. All right, you guys, thank you for sticking with us tonight. What an incredible night we had celebrating creativity and the next generation of artists. Once again, I'm Lydia Caesar, and it was my pleasure to host the Music Forward Open Mic Friday. Thanks so much for joining us.